I'm sure you've heard about this by now, but if you haven't, here's the scoop. Sony has made good on their promise to create their own television broadcast outlet. Basically, it's cable without the fucking cable. They're making deals with Viacom, local content providers, and all the major cable channels that are out there, and still leaving enough breathing room for channels like HBO and, of course, WWE to do their own thing. They've already been talking about a beta coming out in the next month or so, and they're launching in North America starting next year, early next year. I gotta tell you, I haven't had cable television in my home or any of my homes for at least 7 years, going on 8, and I don't miss it. However, that is due in no small part to services like Netflix and Hulu offering much higher value for relatively similar content. Here's the problem. If Sony is able to provide that level of content at a similar value to Hulu and Netflix combined, I won't give a shit about Netflix or Hulu anymore. In other words, you gotta meet the price point of $20 or less per month. Because I'm hitting $16 a month for Hulu and Netflix, and I get old stuff and new stuff. I miss out on very little. Very, very little. So for me to jump ship, you got to meet that price point and everything else. Here's the problem where it's not apples to apples. Sony's TV service called PlayStation Vue will have a DVR functionality which is in the cloud, which is a great idea because then you can stream from the cloud, there's no hardware, etc. And it'll eventually work on PlayStation TV, Vita, mobile devices, and everything in between. That's the advantage. The disadvantage? Guess what? That cloud, if you record something with your DVR, it's only good for 30 days. 28 if I read the press release right. While that's not bad, when I did have cable and I had a DVR, there were some things I kept on my DVR for months because I just wanted to be able to watch it whenever I wanted. And I presume that that is why that limitation is in place to prevent that from happening. They're trying to compete without being in direct competition so they can get started. And I think it's a good idea. And where like Microsoft and Xbox One were looking to work with cable providers, Sony's looking to compete with them. And it's anybody's guess which route's going to be, the better route. But in my opinion, Sony's idea is better because the future is online viewing. The cable, as we knew it growing up, a lot of us older people, broadcast TV, everything in between, it's gone. It's fucking dead. I like the idea of having digital broadcast stations available to us, and I like the idea that it'll always be there as a backup. But in terms of entertainment and the breadth of entertainment that you can, get from cable, getting it over the internet's the way to go. And those providers that have been providing television for a long time need to look at better, less expensive, and more competitive ways to provide internet service. That's the future for them. The future for companies like Sony is with content providing. What do you guys think? Tell me below. How do you want to watch TV? I'm going to tell you, if the price point is good, I'll have cable for the first time in years when that launches in North America. I'm really stoked. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, keep on grinding. Slurs.